How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to talk about what ARK Invest and what Cathie Wood just said about what they are looking to do during the market correction. Now, they went on Benzinga, talked about the market correction, what they are looking to do. They talked about what they think about Tesla. They're going to upgrade some price targets. They talked about Bitcoin. And, I think we're gonna find some stuff out by looking at what they're actually doing, looking at some of the recent buys, what they're doing. And I want to tell you about what I'm doing too, because I've had so many people reach out to me, wondering, should we panic sell? Should we try to get out now and buy back in later? Should we be buying? Should we, throw all our money into one stock? Should we diversify and all that kind of thing? And honestly, we've seen this before. If you've been in the market for more than just a couple months, if you remember back in September, we had a little bit of a sell-off in the SPAC market. If you were around before that, we had that back in March. And we've seen much worse days than we've been seeing now, but we're almost officially in correction territory. So looking at the NASDAQ here, we were up above 14,000 on February 12th, and then we've seen a dip of about 7.8%. Now, this is nothing compared to some of the growth stocks, some of the higher risk plays, some of the higher growth plays. We've seen those dip a lot more, 20, 30, 40%, 50% dips on some of these stocks. And I think we're seeing a lot of panic. Now, before we get into what Cathie Wood says and what she is trying to do during these corrections, during these dips, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot. Also, there is a link down there to BlockFi. In case you're interested, just hear me out here for a second. It's really nice to have something that pays a high interest rate to put some cash in. So I use it for stablecoin. I have over $220,000 in there. So I have most of my net worth, over half of it in there, and it pays 8.6% on some of the stablecoin. That's where I hold my Bitcoin. That's where I hold my Ethereum. I just saw BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto-only channel on YouTube. Just did a video on it. They're using it. Graham Stephan, Andre Jick, Meet Kevin. They're all using BlockFi to get an interest rate. So if you want to help me out, you can sign up with the link down below. They also are giving a bonus when you sign up. So definitely check that out. Also, there is a link down there to WeBull in case you want to get 2 free stocks. Just deposit $100. And there's a link down there to my Patreon to know exactly when I'm buying and selling different stocks and to give you a little bit of an idea about my thoughts. I go in there and write my thoughts on, the correction, on ups and downtrends, on stocks, pretty much throughout the day, every single day. So in case you want to check that out, you can definitely check that out down below. Now, what Cathie Wood says they do during the market dips is they really focus on their highest conviction plays. They sell out of some of their lower conviction plays if it comes down to it, and they'll focus on the higher conviction. Now, their flagship fund during the dip, they went down to about 30 to 35 different holdings in that flagship fund. Now they have around 55. So as the market goes up, they pick up a couple more stocks, and then as it dips, they try to focus it on the companies that they think are the best value, that they have the highest conviction on. Now, I understand what they're saying, right? That would be great in theory. I'm just saying what I think about it now. That would be great in theory if you could sell out and then just put it into the best plays, but also you have to think about taxes. You have to think about the risk reward of that. You have to think about what you can do as a retail investor versus what they can do with a team of however many people they have working. So what I try to do is I try to sell a little bit. I try to get enough money there so that I have a cash position, but I'm just trying to add a lot more on the dips. And I know that sounds great in theory too, right? It's a little bit harder in practice. And I'll show you what I've been buying and what ARK has been buying here in a second. ARK has been picking up a couple stocks very heavily here. But what I try to do is I try to de-risk without selling out of risky assets. I haven't been selling out of some of the high-risk penny stocks, some of the biotech plays that have a lot of potential, but are just getting hit really hard. Some of the SPAC plays, I haven't been selling out of those, but I've been trying to add to the positions that are very low risk. So a couple stocks that I have been buying are AAC. It's in at $10.38 after the market close. I picked it up under $10.30. This is a company that I really like. And the fact is, it's right near that $10 mark for a SPAC, so there isn't much risk there. The other stock is Quell. This just came out that they are in talks to merge with a flying taxi startup. They're sitting under $11. So neither of these are very high risk in terms of SPAC plays. Maximum downside, 5-10% on Quell and less than that on an RAAC. This is almost a guaranteed gain. I mean, you can lose a little bit, but I've been adding more to plays like these that are lower risk, and I haven't been selling out of a lot of the high risk. DMTK, I sold out of a little bit today. I sold part of my position because it had grown to a very large position. I had gains of about 65%. This is a company that's grown a lot over the last couple months. So of all the stocks that I might want to trim, this one is one that strikes my attention because of the fact that it is up so much and it's in the sector that's getting hit hard, but it's not technically a penny stock, so not as many people are selling it yet. But I could see it being hit harder over time, but I still have exposure to it because I still like the company. Now, what has ARK Invest actually been doing? What have they been investing in? Well, they've been putting their money where their mouth is. They bought a significant amount of Zoom over the last few days. So right here, you can see they've been buying in their ARK-K between $10 and almost $100 million a day over the last 3 days over this entire week. And then they've been buying a little bit in their ARK-W here also. So this is one of their high conviction plays, as you can tell. Another stock, Teladoc. This is a company that I really like. I've been adding a little bit more of this here and there. You can see that they added $104 million last week. And then this week, they've been adding significantly, adding over $80 million in this portfolio, and then adding about $36 million, $37 million in this portfolio. Then the last stock that I see that they're adding a lot to here, and I'm sure there are some other stocks here, but these are the ones that strike my eyes as ones that are kind of beaten down a little bit, but offer a good value. PLTR. Now this one they've been adding to about $56 million last week. They added another $50 million over the last couple days in this portfolio, and they added about $16 million just in this other ARK-W portfolio over the last couple days. Now, of course, there are other stocks in here. There are other stocks that they're buying. There are other stocks that they're selling. I'm not trying to talk very in depth on that. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But I'm trying to show you what they're doing. They're trying to buy these companies that are really high conviction plays. That's kind of what I'm doing too, but I'm also mixing in there some downside protection. So while I'm not selling out of some of those higher risk plays, because I think that those will do quite well when the market turns around, people will move back into some of those higher risk plays. I'm also trying to decrease my exposure to higher risk plays by putting more into more surefire plays, more stocks that I think will do well and have a very low risk right now. So of course, any of this could change. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I'm seeing in the market. This is what I see as a good potential with low downside. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. Thank you guys for watching. Check out that link down there to BlockFi in case you want some interest rates on your cryptocurrency. Check out the link down below to Patreon if you want to know exactly when I buy and sell different stock. And I will see you guys in the next video.